Hello everyone and welcome back to a kit tutorial and this is part 5. Anyway, today we're going to actually put it all together, which is really kind of cool. I finished the strap, I turn it around and I top stitch it on both sides, and it's just great. I also angled the about half an inch angle from this point down, so it will fit, where it needed to be. Okay. Um, and other than that, let's just get started. We need our pins this time. We definitely do need to pin all of this for it to come out just right. Okay. So I notched where I wanted my handles, which will be also useful. We'll also have a notch on it when you get it. And what you need to do is the shorter part of the handle, right here, which is the shorter one, is going to go up towards that direction, okay? And the longest one is go down, toward, to this direction, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. And also be sure that the dot, or whichever it is that you want, it's in the right place. In other words, I want the dot outside. So I'm gonna come and actually I'm gonna be facing the butterflies, or the lining fabric. I'm gonna place it right in the center of the notch, and it's already been cut to go toward that direction, to fit the pattern. And I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 because I like to be sure it doesn't go in anywhere. Like I said, there's time to pins and times I don't, but when I do something like this, I want to be sure that it's going to be okay. So I'm going to put that on, and you want to put the straps before you put it all together, okay? Because we're sandwiching this and want to make sure that this stays inside. Again, this one here, and as the shorter side go up, I'm going to center it. And the dots, which is what I want to come out, is on the bottom, okay? Facing the denim. I'm getting excited about this. I got the pattern already together, my pattern, and I did some changes. And I forgot to tell you this, I think I wanted mine a little more pointed. And the reason is, and I might have mentioned it, I'm not sure, when it goes over the other pocket, it just looks so much better, okay? So if I had, I'm telling you now, and if I did, well, I'm repeating myself again. Okay, so this is inside, and we're not going to worry now about it. This is it, okay? The next thing we want is the top piece. As we fold the denim, the whole thing, that's the one that's going to cover what we need, and it's going to be Velcro or snapped. I haven't decided which one yet. And like I said, I want to put both, and y'all can just make up your minds as I'm trying to make my mind. Anyway, so this is going to be going on the right side, facing the right side of the fabric, the denim. It's going to be in the right side of the denim, okay? Right here. Because when it folds, I want the dots in there, okay? There you go. Now, for some chance you rather have the other one, that's up to you. Do the opposite. I mean, the fabric itself. Okay, because you do want, this is an edge. See, I didn't do anything to that because I'm going to be sewing it with both of the other fabrics. So, the only things that I did is the 3 sizes in here, and that's it. So, the dots are going to go down because that's what I want, okay? And you want to be sure you leave enough space for your seam allowance, okay? And on the bottom, I probably have about, not quite half an inch, maybe like 3/8. And it's more than enough. Again, I'm going to pin it right at the edge. Okay, I'm just going to put 3 right now, and then when I do the lining, well, I might put a few more. And again, in here's about half an inch or so. Make sure the edges are all together. And here we go. So that's all the placements that we need right now. See, that's it. So I done my strap, and I have this overlap piece, and we're ready to put now the lining. Okay, we want the lining, right, the right side of it down. In other words, we want right sides together. And I'm going to be sure that I match every little bit of I'm going to go ahead and put this one right where the, actually where the stitch is going to be finished right there, okay, before we go down. Now, I already have put this down once before and everything was matchy-matchy. So I'm going to go ahead and pin it. Where I have my strap, I want to pick it up and then just make sure that I get all the strap and the fabric together. And for those that wants that, you know, doesn't sew, please try the fabric fusion. It may take you a little longer because it has to dry in between, but it really does work once it gets to glue. Just make sure it's just a bead, you know, just a little line where the seam's supposed to be going. Preferable a little bit inside the seam, I mean, on the outside of this, where the seam line is. That way, if it runs a little bit over inside, it's not so bad, okay? I would not recommend the hot glue gun. Yes, I think you can go ahead and wash it, maybe in cold water. But, you know, I would rather you use the other one, the Fabric Fusion. Because I know that one, I washed my piece that I made with it. And like I said, it's just beautiful. I have not had any problem whatsoever with it. And I haven't lost not even a pearl, so that's pretty darn good. This has been a lot of fun. I love sewing, but you know, I didn't know how it was going to come out. So you have to let me know if you're ready me to continue doing any of these sewing projects or not, okay? I will try to eventually, like I said, fix my lighting with my sewing machine, so you'll be able to see more what I do. But like I said, it's just plain straight stitches. You know, just follow what I'm telling you to do. That's it. I just, you know, I need to start working on my what I'm trying to say, you know, editing more. It's just, folks, you know, time for me is I don't, you know, I don't seem to have the enough time in the day to even get some of my stuff done. But I'm getting there, okay? Okay, let's see here now. Now, of course, this is going to be inside of it, okay? So we're going to do this side now. See, we sandwich the whole thing. And I'm going to come down and make sure all my pieces are lined up, because that is important. Oopsie. So you will have all your pieces cut except for the denim. Like I said, you need to wash it. That is so important. And I just go ahead and do a hot rinse or a warm rinse on the washing machine, the lining and the contrast, because that way it's not when I have a problem with it down the line. Again, I'm going to come down here right at the edge where that piece is, and my next seam is going to come this way, okay? But I do have enjoyed this project. Like I said, it was fun. It is fun. I mean, for me it is anyway. But not very often that when you have an idea and it goes through it, it's wonderful. And again, when you get started, before you put any pockets or anything, if your fabrics matched, put them together, make sure everything is matching. There's not a little bit in here or there. Everything, you need to cut off whatever edgy you need to do, okay? And I will try to make sure that everything is a little bit larger around. That way, if you have any shrinking, it's not a problem. And also, you just have to cut it off, okay? But the pattern will be there, in other words. Because like in here right now, it looks like it's shorter when I put it into the seam allowance because you got all those pockets and everything. So if they all match to begin with before you put the pockets, don't worry about the rest of it. It's going to be fine, okay? Okie dokie. And here we go. And while I do this, let me turn my sewing machine on so that I can be ready to go. But I want to make sure the lighting, the lighting from the sewing machine wants to mess up this, so. Okay. It even sings to me. How about that? Okay. So I have done, see, as you can tell, all the way around it except for the bottom, okay? And so now is the bottom part of it. Again, I'm going to leave probably, I'm going to say, let's see, maybe 4 or 5 inches opened in here, right at the center of it, okay? And we're going to do it like the pockets that we have done, that we turn it around. Where we come down, on this one I want to come about 1/2 inch down and then go straight on one side, go around it and come back and finish at the 4-inch pin. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then be very careful. Push that in, that piece that we have, after you have pinned it in here, because we don't want to catch it, okay? So I pushed it in. I only want to do it to finish right there. No catching the piece, but right at the edge of it. That's all I want. And on this side, it doesn't matter because it doesn't have anything, but on that side, yes. Okay, I'm going to put this one in here. Then I'm going to put one across to let me know that I'm going to leave this opened. And then one in here. So give or take, okay? I'm going to say it's probably maybe 6 inches. I don't know, just a piece. Because it's pretty good size and you want to be sure that everything comes out of there. But no more than that, okay? And 5 inches will work just fine. Okay, now we'll get it started. So I'm going to come down here on my right side because that's the way I'd work better. I'm going to come down 1/2 inch, up and down a little bit before you get started. Then come down 1/2 inch, go all the way around it, all the way around it, okay? I mean, just basically follow the pattern, all right? Okay, okay. And you get this over here. I wish you could see it, but we'll work on that one. Okay, let me be here. Let's see here. So I'm going in, and then I'm going out, and then I'm going to in about 1/2 inch right there. Okay? This is when you really have fun with it because you're gonna see the end results of it. And I'm gonna try to bring my pins out as I go along. Then I'm going to turn around and keep on going. just when we're catching the, you know, the handle, the strap. I'm gonna go slowly over my pins. That way I will not break any needles. You can, you know, go over the pins. You just have to be careful. Yeah, the other ones I don't mind taking out, but that one on the strap or anything needs to be holding just right. I'll just take my time on it, and it just works just as good. Okay. Alrighty. We're coming to the point. Well, actually, it's not quite a point, but anyway. Turn it. It's more like a square point, I guess you could say. And we keep on down, going now. I'm just going to bring them out a little bit. Whoops. There we go. Now here we're going to come where the piece on the, you know, the front piece is going to be. So I'm going to be very careful in there because I just want to finish what I need to and not catch that piece, okay? And it looks like it's going to work just fine. Now now I will catch it because of course it's on the side part of it, so straight side of it, so it's no problem. Alrighty. Okay, now it's gonna come. Let's see here. This one. Hold on just a minute. Let me get this one in here. Alrighty. And again, I want to make sure I push that piece in because I don't want to catch it, okay? And that's that white piece that goes in the front. There we go. Now I'm over it by probably about a stitch or so. And again, I want to be sure that I don't catch this. I'm going to fold it in. And we continue doing the bottom now part of the of this project. Okay, we're coming to the point where I'm going to stop. And I'm going to turn it and go up. And there we go. And I don't need this right now. I'm going to push it back so we can see what we've done. Okay. Take all the pins out. Like I say, I take them off as I go along, but sometimes I miss a few. I think I got it, okay? And here we got our thing. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a notch. I like to do this notch in here, and when I fold it right at the point, okay, and then I call it an open notch, like this, okay? And that's what helped me when it, you know, turn it around to do, you know, for it to fit just better, okay? And I'm gonna do the same thing in here. Get to the point of that seam. You don't wanna catch the seam though, okay? Avoid that. And here we go again, see? Okay? Alrighty. And I'm going to be doing it also in here. Okay, and on the other corner. There we go. All right, let's see what we got now, huh? So I'm going in here. This is the pocket, remember, that we put in there. Alrighty, we're gonna go all the way into the top. Ooh, I didn't do the top, see? Okay, I'm gonna cut this off a little bit. I wanna come in this way, out a little bit, and then cut this little bit of it. Okay, and I think it's gonna help. Now we can do it. I think that's all we gotta do now. Just turn it right side out. You know, be careful with it, but you got enough opening in there, there's not gonna be a problem. As you can tell, you know, that's not a problem. Okay, so this is what, now make sure your points are nice, okay? And see this here, again, see how nice that goes down when you do it this way? I just love it to do it that way. I don't even know where I learned it, but I like it, and it works. I wish if I had known where I learned it, I would say so, but I have no idea. Again, see how this nice went through it? By getting that pen really close to the edge, oops, really close to the edge, and also by making sure that you don't catch the rest of it, okay? And let's see this side. Well, the same way, see? Really good. Straps looks good. See? So, there we go, guys. So what I'm going to be doing, of course, is press it very, very, very well before I even top stitch it, okay? And once I do that, okay, make sure this one also is coming out. I just get it in there and poke from, there we go, right there, see? And then poke a little bit in here too, and look at there. Perfect, okay? So now, when we all have it all ready, which we will here in a little while, because I'll do another one, and as soon as I get this done, I will top stitch it all the way around, and I'll probably do a 3/8 of a stitch all the way around it, okay? Then once I do that, it's, you know, first pressing and then the top stitching, which is gonna match basically this top stitching width, okay? Then we'll come back and we'll see what else we can do on it, okay? But let's just try that out to be sure. Said it's not pressed right now, but it's okay. This is the piece that's gonna go on top. So see how nice this is going to look now? Okay. Alrighty, right there. And like I said, you can put grips, you can put, snaps, you can put the Velcro, however you want to. But this is really neat. And the nice thing about this, because it's got that batting, this way or this way, you can put needles and pins and stuff like that in here also. So that's kind of cool if you have a sewing project instead of, you know, so this is so versatile. I just love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so this is go like this, okay? And then, of course, once you get to make sure, like I said, it needs to be pressed. And once it's pressed, we're gonna turn it. Okay. Oops. Back that in there. So look at here how nice this looks already. This goes down, okay? This is gonna have a snap right here and a snap definitely down here, okay, right here. All right? So when this is down, make sure I get the strap going in the right direction. Then you have your purse. Okay? I think it looks fantastic. I'm really happy with it. And like I said, once we get it all together, no problema. Because this here is the side of it, see? So it's going to be fine. And so once we get all of this in here and everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's going to be fantastic. Okay? So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.